Hello everyone, my name's Danielle and this is Excalibur Books, and today we are doing my October TBR. So if you watch my September TBR, you'll know that these books are the books that I picked out to read in September. There was another one on my Kindle, the London Seance Society as well, but I basically forgot about that and didn't read it. And the only book that I read from this stack was Ghost Camera by Darcy Coates, which I enjoyed. I will be doing a read and wrap up soon, I think, where you can hear my thoughts on that. But yeah, I didn't read any of these three books, which is not surprising really. We're gonna pick out the books from the jar again because it's a nice fun way to do it. Again, it's not that I have to read these books, these are just books that I am going to be picking from to read in October. I have the Evernight subscription box vlog planned, so I am going to be reading a lot of them, so I might not get to any of these this month. I always say that and I do end up not reading hardly any of them. But let's pick out my first one. This is the challenge jar, so it will give me a challenge to pick a book from. And we got first book you see on Insta. I'm recording this on my phone, so I don't have access to Instagram unless I get my iPad. Right, so I just went on Instagram, I had to do my phone, and I did do a screen recording. And it didn't take me that long to find a book because I actually have this book coming in the post today. So it still counts because technically I own it. And that is Alchemized, which everyone is talking about. So it'd be the perfect time to read it. And I'm really hoping I get to pick this one up this month. I literally don't know anything about this book. I've not read the synopsis. I literally just got FOMO because everyone else was getting it. Everyone seems to love it so far. It looks like it's got very dark academia, maybe like dark fantasy vibes, so I'm all here for it and I'm happy that one's come up. Next we're gonna pick one out of this jar which has got book titles in it. I haven't put the books I got for my birthday in here yet. There's still loads in here so it don't really matter. Go for this one. Cunning Folk KU, that's another Kindle one. I can actually show you on my iPad. So this is Cunning Folk by Adam Neville. This will actually qualify for a horror bingo prompt, which is to have an animal on the cover. Again, I don't know the synopses, but we can find out. I've been wanting to read an Adam Neville book for ages. I have a load on my Kindle from KU. So this says, a compelling folk horror story of deadly rivalry and oldest magic. No home is heaven with hell next door. Money's tight and a new home is a fixer-upper. Deep in rural southwest England, an ancient wood is at the foot of the garden. Tom and his family are miles from anywhere and anyone familiar. His wife Fiona was never convinced that buying the money pit at auction was a good idea. Within days of crossing the threshold, when hostilities break out with an elderly couple next door, Tom's dream of a future contentment are threatened by an escalating tit-for-tat campaign of petty damage and destruction. Increasingly isolated and tormented, Tom risks losing his home, everyone dear to him and his mind, because surely only the mad would suspect that the oddballs across the hedgerow command unearthly powers, a malicious magic even older than the eerie wood and the strange baron therein, a hollowed realm from where he suspects his neighbours draw hideous power. So yeah, sounds really interesting. It's like a small town dark magic story. Sounds good. I feel like, oh hi Willow. Right, next let's see if we can get a, well, Alchemized is a physical book, but like an actual book that I own. Another challenge one. Subscription box book. Now this is perfect because like I said, I'm doing the Evernight subscription vlog, so I definitely will read this one this month. I took it upstairs, but I'll put a picture up, and that is the Invocations by Crystal Sunderland. Is that her name? It's something like that. It's a witchy horror book about a group of girls who are trying to solve or find out who this serial killer is who is going around killing witches in London. I'll definitely get to this one this month. I'm actually starting it very soon. Next, let's pick a book out of this jar. We've been picking lots of Kindle books out of this jar recently. Zodiac Academy. That is another Kindle book. So here is the Zodiac Academy. This is a series on KU, and to be honest, it doesn't have the best reviews, so I am nervous going into it. I'm not too sure what it's about or like what age it is. It says dark fantasy romance series. That's not setting it up for a good review from me, I don't think. Oh my god, and it's Faye as well. What have I got myself into? So it says, I'm a Gemini, impulsive, curious, headstrong, a twin, heir to the throne I know nothing about, and it turns out I'm Faye. But of course there's a catch. All I have to do to claim my birthright is prove that I'm the most powerful supernatural in the whole of Solaria. And sure, technically that's true, as I'm the daughter of a savage king. But the bit they didn't put in the brochure was that every single Fae in the kingdom would claim my throne if they could. This synopsis is making me cringe already. I can always DNF if I don't like it. The school they've sent me to is both dangerous and one hell of a party. Okay, I'm not reading more of that synopsis. We're just gonna start this book with the expectation that I'm gonna hate it. Yeah, it's a school with vampires, werewolves, all that stuff. We'll do another challenge. We're just doing one more. Newly hauled shelf. Well, next to me I have a pile of books that I got for my birthday this month, so I can pick something from that. So for that, I have picked something I got for my birthday, so it's newly hauled, and I've just put it in my video for the horror bingo, so we're hitting loads of prompts with one book. That is The Lamb by Lucy Rose. This has been getting loads of hype and loads of good reviews recently, so I want to get to it sooner rather than later, whilst it's still being talked about a lot, because I'm always like getting to stuff too late. But all I know about this one is it involves like a mother and daughter. I think they like live in a remote cabin or something. I might be making that up, I don't know. And it's something to do with cannibals, so sounds fun. And I do really want to get to this soon. I don't know if it's more like a literary horror, but I don't want to know too much. It says a folktale, a horror story, a love story, and enchantment. And the cover is beautiful as well. Yeah, they're all the books that I want to read in October. I can't believe it's October already, but yeah, the only physical one we have here right now is The Lamb by Lucy Rose. We also picked out Alchemized, Cunning Folk, The Invocations, and the Zodiac Academy. So come back next month when I do my November TBR, and I'll let you know what books I read from this one. Hopefully it's more than last month, but I don't have high hopes again because I've turned into a mood reader for some reason. But yeah, that's all I got to talk about, and I'll see you next time I upload a video. Thank you for watching. Bye.